lies about everything. The affair they had, the business they work at, the authority they hold, how responsible they are. Lies about their ambition, lies about how protective they are, how dependable they are, damn sure how mature they are. You're dealing with a very tricky individual who likes to manipulate. This person is, they can't tell the truth to say if they so. I understand that this affair has blindsided somebody. But the thing is that I don't really know how many red flags somebody here passed up in order to be able to see clearly what's going on, because there has been several red flags. Somebody has caught somebody in lies about everything. Okay. So I don't know how much of a blindside effect this may have had, but it dang sure has put somebody here in some type of anxiety, possibly fearful. And I would be fearful too if somebody was lying to like this. This is ridiculous. This is the whole thing is nothing but a facade. The whole thing is nothing but lies. Okay. But nonetheless, somebody is definitely imprisoned and trapped by these lies, full of anxiety, fear, helpless, hopeless, powerless, restricted, and even victimized. Okay, as far as this affair is concerned, as far as these lies are concerned as well. There's a lot of ego, vanity, and pride when it comes down to somebody here. They lied about how self-reliant they are. They lied about their wealth, their thriving business. They lied about how they're a high achiever. They lied about their material security, their independence, and even their success. They lied about pretty much everything. They lied and said that they was going to protect you and protect your heart. They lied and said they was ready for something that they weren't. They lied. Showing up as a divine feminine. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. The card done dropped. This is how this person gets down. All right, you guys. This is how they operate in the world. They lie. They manipulate. They have affairs. They start over. This person is someone who is very stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their patterns. They can't get out of this, and the reason why is because they built their whole life around their shadow side. They have definitely ran from the truth of their self. They have, listen, they have taken people for a long ride here. Right now, they're pretty afraid. Something is coming out as being afraid. In the 3D world, their higher self, divine timing, this is showing up to be a false twin. Somebody is discovering these cycles, these triggers. Somebody is about to walk away from this. Somebody has possibly already walked away from this. Somebody is under the working knowledge that this was definitely a false flame and that this was not a true commitment. This person chose, okay, you guys, this person chose to manipulate. This person chose to lie. This person chose to take some of these choices away from somebody here, okay? So let's, well, actually, let me go ahead and dig a little bit more deeper before we get into this. Lies, Holy Spirit. They lied about everything, y'all, okay? I'm talking about from the business to the romance to who they are to who they want to be, all that. Give me more for your sons, your daughters. Right. See? First card out. Pretending. Thank you, Yeshua. All right. This is a fake ass phony. All right, you guys. This is how they live their life. They cannot live in any other kind of way. I need you to understand that. Ego is out here last. All right. So they live in their ego. This person is under pressure. They're raging right about now because somebody has figured this shit out. Somebody has unveiled, unmasked, and this person is raging. All because they're a fake and a phony, a manipulator, a gaslighter. Right. Now they're broken, sad, and alone. They're upset, broken, sad, alone, and crushed. Okay? Because somebody got some serious ass receipts that somebody is a one-line motherfucker here. Okay? Holy Spirit, give me a little bit more. Right. This person is vulnerable. I feel that you're guarded, okay? I feel like you're very guarded against this energy. And this person is in a very vulnerable position at this particular time, all right? Right. They're suffering, you guys. They're suffering. It's just that simple. They're suffering. Because this mask done got ripped off their face, okay? Somebody knows who this person is. And this person is nothing, nowhere, not even close to what they claim to be. I feel like you're cleansing this person out of your energy. I feel like you've been doing some meditation. You've been clearing your space. You're removing the negativity, the negative energy that this person has brought, that their ego has brought. This person is upset. This person has a serious attraction to you. This person doesn't want to let somebody go here. Mars is here. So that would be Aries somewhere in the chart. Yeah. Family, home, and commitment is messed up, okay? They might have lied and said they had a family, home, and committed. Or they lied and said they did not have a family, home, or commitment. Whatever this shit is, they lied about everything. They lied about coming together. They lied about reconciliation. They lied about any type of connection. It doesn't matter. Romantic connection. They lack growth in reverse. This person has not ascended in reverse. This person is poison. Somebody knows about this contract, career. This is forbidden. Somebody's already taken their energy back from this. Somebody's already made a decision. Listen, this person is obsessed, okay? So you're dealing with a psychopathical liar. Is that what it is? Because this is more than a habitual liar. This is a psychopathical liar who loves to pretend. They really just do. They're fake. They're phony. They live beyond their means. They put on a persona, okay? So wherever they go, they morph into something else, okay? To be able to achieve whatever goals they need to achieve with whatever, you know, motives they have at hand, okay? You guys are upset. They're upset because somebody figured their ass out, all right? They're crushed, sad, broken. They're feeling alone. They lied about this reconciliation. They lied about their family. They lied about everything, okay, you guys? Yes, they're going through lack and suffering, but you know what? They're a liar. So bottom line is you may not know that, okay? They may not be putting, you know, they may not be acting as if they are, lack and suffering, okay? So let's go ahead and dig into this, because honestly, this is fucked up right here. So Taurus. I'm so sorry, you guys. Taurus, much love, much respect, you guys. Thank you so much for still being here with me. You guys, shout out Train to Go, my day ones, my VIPs, and also my chat with Nikki. I love you guys to life. You guys, join Train to Go. That is my sisterhood. That is my brotherhood. $4.99 a month. Definitely does support the channel, but it gets me to come to you more. Also, you have much more easier access to me. Then on top of that, promos, perks, and discounts, plus you get to pre-watch videos. So I invite you. I would absolutely positively love to see you in Train to Go, okay? You guys, I'm going to go ahead and pray, okay, over these cards, because somebody's going through a lot. Somebody is really in the Eight of Swords here, okay? Somebody is blindsided. So you may be at the point now to where you're realizing that everything was a lie. You may be at this point, okay? Or you're at the point of picking the pieces up, all right? And trying to possibly make it make sense. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? When we go into this read, this shit is nothing is going to make this make sense, all right? Because somebody who puts on this type of energy, who lies this way, this is a distorted personality. This is the reason why this card looks so fucked up and scary, okay? Because this poor person is very, very distorted. My job, you guys, is to, and I've been saying this since I've been on YouTube, is to give you guys one piece, all right? It is my prayer that I will be able to give you one piece to this puzzle, okay? But to be honest with you, just coming just straight off of the human experience, bottom line is there's no excuse for this type of behavior, all right? This is a mental disorder, and there really is no enlightenment, seriously, for this. The only thing that we can really get to for real with a person like this is why. why did they lie? You see what I'm saying? And I really don't think somebody really too much gives a fuck about somebody's childhood here, okay? Or where this shit started. You know, maybe they got mommy, daddy problems, whatever the fucking case is. It really just doesn't matter. Bottom line is they took somebody for a long ride here, okay? And this person is incapable, not able, all right? They cannot tell the truth. They cannot tell the truth to save their soul, all right? It's just that simple, okay? So listen, if we're trying to figure out why this person lied the way that they did, I'm not feeling it in my spirit that we're going to find that out, okay? What I will be able to unveil is more lies, okay? Like I said, the first lie is the fact that this person was mature. They were emotionally available for some of you guys. Their business, the authority they held, the wisdom, their experience, they lied about all of that. They came across as somebody who was protective and somebody who was dependable. They lied about that, okay? For some of you guys, instead of being protective, they were a setup artist. Instead of being dependable, this person left somebody hanging and abandoned somebody. They lied about their stability. They lied about, you know, like I said, this affair here that they definitely had, this third party situation. They definitely did lie about being self-reliant, the money that they possibly had, their business, where they worked, their achievements, their independence. You know, they lied about their success, if they even said they had any. I'm sure they did, because honestly, this person got a big ego. But nonetheless, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. This person is showing up as a dark individual, okay? This person is showing up as a serial manipulator, a serial cheater, and a serial liar, okay? So, you guys, I'm about to go to the throne, all right? I'm praying over everything on this table. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I'm asking for truth, revelation, confirmation, guidance, consolation, peace, and protection as I give Yeshua Messiah all the praise, the honor, and the glory in which he definitely does deserve, okay? So, with that being said, we got a card that just fell out. Listen, this person got missing, okay? They turned their back on the situation. That's what they do, okay? So, what I have a vision of, what's coming to me is like somebody get caught in a lie, and all of a sudden, you know, they're getting their self up, and they're trying to walk away. They don't really want to be confronted when it comes down to the lies. When they get found out, they leave, okay? They run, all right? They run to another person. They always have people in the queue, all right? So this person goes off to go see and deal with other people, several different people, okay? You guys, this is threesomes. This is third-party situations. And they're telling the lies, the same lies to these individuals as well, okay? So this is not personal. All right, like I said, this is a mental issue that this person has, okay, of some type of sort. And I'm not a doctor, but at the same time, yeah, see, this person acted as if they were coming in peace. They acted as if they had a lot of love to give. And they also acted as if they were stable to a certain degree, all right? You are enlightened when it comes down to this. You have the truth, okay? So the affairs, Holy Spirit, that blindsided somebody. Baby mom, baby dad, husband, wife, possibly. They lied about that. Holy Spirit, give me a little bit more. Right. Starting up new love. Listen, this person may be married to a few people, okay? This person, then that's real talk, okay? This person possibly could have proposed to a few people at, you know, the same time. This person comes across as if they got nothing but love and help to give. Their mask that they wear is a helping mask. It's almost like, you know, if I help out, or if, you know, I can get Taurus to believe that, you know, I'm going to, you know, take care of everything, or whatever the case may be. This is the mask that they wear, okay? This is how they're able to get away with all of this stuff, because they come across as so very helping, so very, like, giving of their time and of their energy. For some of them, their resources, okay? But nonetheless, you're protected. I see that very clearly here. Yes, they have told somebody else, several different people, that they love somebody, okay? It's just that simple, all right? They have started up new affairs. They ain't just had one, okay? This is several. Oh, let's give me a little bit more. Right. See, what happens with this Six of Pentacles that's on this fence is they know how to create the illusion with this here magician. They cast illusions, misconception, hidden information, that type of stuff to make somebody feel, all right? It looks on the outside that somebody is actually doing something, okay? But for real, they're really not doing anything, okay? That is just a part of their game. Because if you look around, somebody really doesn't have anything for real from this person. Give me more. Right. Told you, third-party situations, threesomes, poly. Listen, full of scandals, full of disgrace, misfortune, poverty, lack of resources. This is what the truth of this person is, okay? The truth of this person is they're in the Five of Pentacles. Truth of this person is they've been in the Five of Pentacles, okay? They're, you know, borrowing, stealing. You know, they possibly have a drug addiction, alcohol addiction. They can't stay out of scandals to save their life, all right? They can't tell the truth to save their life. And they find themselves right back in the same position as they always do. And it has everything to do with their flirtatiousness, everything to do with sitting up here acting like they got something to give somebody. It's a bunch of bullshit. It really just is, because they don't, all right? They know that. They know it. So while they're sitting up here telling somebody all what somebody wants to hear, or all what they think somebody wants to hear, the truth of the matter is that they don't believe the shit that they're saying themselves, okay? They're willing to miss this opportunity, that opportunity, or any other opportunity to be right, correct, and loyal and faithful with anyone. They're going to miss those opportunities because it's not in them. It's just that simple. They don't have a problem with betrayal. They don't think betrayal is a thing. Okay, you guys, the reason why they don't think betrayal is a thing is because they don't know shit about loyalty. You need to understand that, all right? Ego, a lot of ego, vanity and pride. That's why they're falling, okay? I can guarantee you that. With the Five of Swords, like I said, they're falling, okay? Because pride comes before the fall in the book that I read. Bottom line is they got a lot of ego, vanity, and pride. They like to cause conflict, confusion, chaos. They're very chaotic. This person gets angry when they don't get their way. This person is full of burdens, all right, you guys? Full of burdens. And it's getting heavier, heavier and heavier. The burdens is all the lies. It's just that simple. They want to run. That's what they always want to do. I told you, as soon as somebody unmasks them, as soon as somebody finds something out, it's almost like the vision I have is somebody like standing in like a front room, right? And you know, they're lying and lying and lying, and then all of a sudden somebody gives some type of receipts, okay, to whereas this is proof that in their face that they cannot deny. They don't say, oh baby, I'm sorry, okay? They don't do that. What they do is it's almost like, okay, shit, the gig is up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my, you know, let me grab my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and before you know it, they ass is out. Okay, it's just that simple. They done threw the deuces up because they never gave a fuck in the beginning. Yeah, leave this motherfucker alone. Okay, for those of you that have, leave this motherfucker alone. Don't sit up here and try to wrap your mind around why this person did all what they did. Bottom line is they did it because they don't have a choice. They're dark. Okay, you guys, it's just that simple, right? They're very strict. They're very cut off. It's just that they don't have compassion. They don't have empathy. They lack those things. That's the reason why I say it was psychopathical liar. Is that, I don't know if that's, I don't know what all as I know is they don't have compassion, okay, to go along with anything. Right, and this is the reason why their ass is always broke, okay? Because bottom line is the vibration that they operate on, all this ego, vanity, and pride. Like I said, pride comes before the fall, y'all, all right? Listen, the Ace of Pentacles is always a reach away from them, okay? Stability, money, opportunity, and blessings. It's always, they can see it. It's in their sights. But they can never, ever, ever grab hold to it. You know why? Because the energy that they give off, the lying, the blame shifting, the gaslighting, the affairs, the third party, the poly, the taking people's choices away from them, okay? Presenting themselves to be something that they are not. This energy right here is allergic to the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is allergic to that type of energy, okay? They will never be blessed. And this is the reason why they always have a problem. And if you listen to them, you know, such and such did such and such. And, you know, oh, well, when I was with this person that, you know, they always have a problem. They've always had a problem with everybody, okay? Yeah. The reason why is because what go around, come around, okay? So bottom line is I feel like the reason why they're this way is because they have been backstabbed and betrayed, okay? I feel like a lot of people have backstabbed and betrayed. So what they have done is they have become like that, like whoever it is that did that to them, okay? So they're constantly backstabbing and betraying people. It's normal for this person, all right? Because it was done to them. So instead of it being like, you know what, I that shit hurt, like, you know what I'm saying? What this person did to me, like, I would never want anybody to feel that way. They don't, not this bitch. This bitch don't think like that, okay? This bitch is like, you know what? That shit hurt. Now I'm going out here and I'm hurting everybody. That's how this stupid bitch thinks, okay? And yes, they are. They are a stupid bitch. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because number one, they about to get stabbed in they back. Something is fixing to come down the pike for they ass, okay? In a legal type of way. They fixing to get cut off on something because they think they got all the sense on how to have motivated beginnings. Oh, y'all, this person targets people. They got mental clarity on motivated beginnings to fuck around and make people feel like they're their twin flame soulmate connection, okay? This is they tell everybody that they're twin, okay? They tell everybody that they're their soulmate. They tell everybody that shit, okay? That is nothing new, all right? They tell everybody that they love them, okay? Like I said, they might be married to several different people. They blindside everybody, y'all, okay? There is not a person who they get with that does not end up scratching their head and like, what the fuck just happened, okay? What just happened is that somebody lied, okay? And somebody believed their lies, all right? And somebody just found the truth out. That's what happened. Give me a little bit more. Right. Something is definitely going on with their family affairs here. Okay, this person definitely has mother-father issues, like I said in the beginning. What's going on, Holy Spirit, for your sons, your daughters? Yeah, they have had to work to get any type of affection from, you know, their people who they love the most, okay? It's almost like if they don't do, then they don't get awarded or rewarded or, you know, loved on correctly, whatever, okay? Who gives a fuck, okay? But I know I wouldn't, okay, at all. Yeah, that's why this bitch is crying. Don't worry about it, because karma fixing to spin this here block. Listen, they're watching someone here, but they're also watching a lot of other people, all right? You guys, this person has a problem, all right? Like a big problem. Right. They're always optimistic. They're always optimistic in their bad planning. They plan horribly. I don't even think they plan, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, this person just juggles. That's all they do. They live double life. They double talk. They juggle. And like I said, they're going to be in the Five of Cups. They're already living in the Five of Pentacles. They already living in scandals of disgrace, drugs, alcohol. Yeah, this person is depressed. Okay, you guys? They're constantly depressed. Constantly. They may put a smile on their face, but they're a depressed ass, miserable individual. It's just that simple. Right. Who like to gaslight and manipulate. They need somebody's light here. Okay, this is a demon. They need somebody's light. I told you. They need somebody's light, because if they don't, then they're caught up in they're caught up in the catacombs of their own subconscious mind, okay? Which is very, very scary. All right, you guys. This person, you know, they have to cast delusions and misconceptions. They have to hide information, because if you really knew, or if they really told you who they was, nobody, and I do mean nobody, would fuck with them, okay? Right. They don't want to let go. They don't want to let go to the lies. They don't want to let go they don't want to let go of the lies, and they don't want to let go of someone here as well, okay? Or someone's. It may be plenty of things. Or they don't want to let go of their devices, all right? What devices? This third-party situation, whatever devices that cause them to be able to have third-party situations. They don't want to let that go at all, all right? Yeah, you know this shit. You know it. And guess what? Archangel Michael is on the job. I told you. Judgment is being called here. I feel like you've ascended. I feel like you already know. You're not making excuses. You're not making justifications for this person. This is a lying motherfucker. What is this? Lovers on the fence. Yeah, you thought about it. You thought about how this person is not showing up in this relationship the way that they needed to. Okay? Right. This is a facade. That's the only thing this is. It's a facade. It's almost like it looks all good on the outside, but it's fucked up on the inside because you're dealing with a person who is delusional. You're dealing with a person who, like I said, the shit is not going to make sense because what goes on in their mind is fragmented. It's demented. Okay, you guys, this shit is crazy. Somebody needs their peace, all right? Listen, somebody got love coming, and yes, there will be peace, harmony, balance, and flow for somebody once somebody gets this energy up out of their energy. Yeah, because what's going to happen here is that stagnation and limbo is going to yeah, somebody found out about this person's lies and alibis. Stagnation, limbo, delays are here. Third party situations, gaslighting, manipulation, toxic, restricted, bondage, manipulation, ego, vanity, pride, betrayal, no loyalty. There's no loyalty here. Okay, it's just not. And like I said, the reason why is because they don't know shit about it. They don't know what loyalty is. They don't know what loyalty looks like. The only how they know what loyalty look like is because some of you guys have shown that to them. So they're able to kind of mirror that. But just because you're mirroring it doesn't mean that that's actually your authentic emotion that you're feeling. Okay. So no. Okay. So give me, let me see. Leo is here. Taurus is here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That's Nick, y'all. I'm gonna have to get him in 1 second. Scorpio. Yeah, they miss opportunities all the time on purpose. Fights, arguments, conflicts, chaos. Yeah, they got a whole lot on their plate. Like some of them got legal problems here. This is a very strict energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah. So if you guys are still here with me, you guys give me blue and white hearts, and I'll be right back. I gotta go do something and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so what that's going to do is it's going to let me know that you are still here with me, you are engaging in the channel, and you do want that free read. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me grab a deck. I guess I'll use this one. All right, yeah, this person is a liar, y'all, and as soon as they get caught, they're either leaving. That's what it makes. That's what I feel. I feel like they're leaving. Okay, I feel like they ghost the situation, or they get angry. Okay, one or the other. Holy Spirit, for your sons, for your daughters. Person is going to be getting divine justice. I heard that while I was in there feeding Nick. You guys, Nick Rich says hello. Yeah. You know why this person is going to be getting divine justice. But like I said, I heard that was when I was in there feeding Nick. This person literally, and like I said, I'm not going to just blame it all on this person, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, for some of you guys, you've seen the red flags. You've seen some type of something. Something let you know something. And for some of you guys, from some of my gifted people, and I got a lot of gifted people on my channel, you were told not to fool with this person, and you know who you are. Who this applies to, the ones that was told, that hears from the Most High God, the Holy Spirit has told you. They told you not to mess with this person, and somebody ignored it. Not just out of pure disobedience. I wouldn't say that. I would say because, like I said, this person has such a demeanor. The mask that they wear, it's so convincing, all right? Because they show up as a helper, okay? They show up as somebody who possibly feels like an asset in someone's life. But to be honest with you, they're a liability, okay? They have been a liability ever since you've known this person, ever since you have really got with this person. There has been things that has happened, out of the blue things that has happened that wouldn't normally happen since you've been dealing with this person. That is going to be true for a lot of you guys, all right? This person lied, Okay, about, like I said, this twin flame soulmate connection. They call everybody their twin flame. They call everybody soulmate, all right? They lied about this. They lied about being grateful for whatever somebody did do. They lied about a family unit. When they celebrated with you, they weren't really celebrating. This is a demon, okay, you guys? I'm just telling you, they're going to get divine justice. Yeah, see, told you, shit is about to change for their ass. All this lying, all of this taking people's choices, all of this blindsiding, this trapping people, putting people in fear, anxiety, making people or a person feel helpless and trapped. This is fixing to change. This magician energy, this manipulation, this breadcrumbing, this casting illusions and confusion and misconception is about to change, all right? Give me a little bit more. They're a liar through and through. I want y'all to know that. They're a liar through and through. Through and through. There is no scenario in which they do not lie in. Okay, you guys? None. Right. This person is a burden to anyone who unmasks them. This person is a serious ass burden to themselves because, like I said, it is a living hell to have to go through your life and have to sit up here and put on different personas every fucking day, or different personas depending upon who you sitting in front of. That is a burden in itself, okay? That's a hell in itself. But at the same time, this person has brought a lot of burdens to someone here, okay? Because bottom line is that somebody thought that they had something real. Somebody thought that they had something true. Somebody thought they had something worth fighting for or worth holding on to at least, all right? But really, to be honest, they didn't, okay? And yeah, some of y'all, yeah, this may be your baby mom, your baby dad, but some of y'all, they lied about their job, y'all. They sat up here and was acting like they was working and they wasn't working. They was getting missing, acting like, oh, well, I got to go to work, but they really ain't going to work. That's going to be true for some of you guys. Listen. As soon as you bring something up to this person, they're saying that you're doing too much. They're saying that you're causing confusion. They're saying that you're bringing drama when it's them. They're the ones that are fighting. They're the ones that are chaotic. They're the ones that is winning at all costs. They ruthlessly want to win at all costs because they have too much pride, vanity, and ego. And like I said, they will be falling, all right? They want to fight. Listen, somebody's tapped out. Somebody like, you know what? You got it. You got it. You got it. Just get the fuck away from me. But you do got it, okay? Yeah, real talk. Somebody like, I'm done. I wouldn't give a fuck what happens to your ass. Like, for real. Okay? Yeah. But this person has taught you. Damn sure did. To pay attention to red flags. And when you're told not to mess with somebody, listen. Okay? Listen. I don't care how quiet the voice is. Listen. Right. The person's about to get cut off. They're about to be something very strict is about to come down the pike for this person. Things are getting cut off. Like I said, their finances is one of them. There's boundaries that is being thrown up. This is divine. Okay, you guys, this is divine justice here. There's boundaries, there's walls that are being put that is really focusing in on their money and how they move. That is about to be messed up. Their fruits of their labor, they don't have any fruits of their labor, okay? If they do, it's getting taken. They're going to have to damn sure pay something. The law is here, okay? And if this is not the law, then this is, like I said, it's divine justice, all right? But it's coming down, and it's becoming very strict on them, right? Their abundance is definitely affected, definitely a cutoff, okay? People giving to them, that's because they're roguish and reckless. They're very reckless. Tell me about this affair. This affair, I put somebody in the 8 of Swords, which is powerless, helpless, restricted, victimized. I feel like this has damn sure traumatized somebody here. you need to understand that it's not personal. Okay, this is just what they do. They have several of them. It's not just one, it's several affairs. Nonetheless, somebody definitely does replay this, you know, in their mind at night. This definitely does bother somebody. But bottom line is, at the end of the day, like I said, okay, it's not personal. They're a liar. They're a stealer, a killer, a cheater, a thief, a fake, phony, snake, slithering hoe. Okay, that's just that's it. That's who they are. Okay, that's their personality. Okay, it's just that simple. They like to trick people. They get off on tricking people. Okay, it makes them feel good. All right, they like to come back and do it again if you let them. All right, they would definitely like to come back and do it again if you let them. Definitely, they'd love to love bomb somebody, making somebody feel exactly how they want to feel, and then turning around and leaving. Okay, they making it seem like, oh well, I've changed, I've done therapy, I've done, you know, whatever the fuck. Okay, they're a liar. I wouldn't believe shit this person got to say. Matter of fact, for a person like this, for me personally, I wouldn't even speak to a person like this, because bottom line is that if you open up the door to allow this person to speak, then what you're really doing is you're opening up a door to allow this person to lie. All right, so if you're a person that's like me, I don't allow folks to just lie to me. Okay, I've been there, done that. Okay, and bottom line is that I happen to be working with serious knowledge that once a person starts lying to you, that's it. Okay, they can't change it. So there's no point in communicating. You see what I'm saying? We communicate to exchange information. That is what we communicate for. If you're communicating with a liar, the information that you're exchanging is not truthful. It's not productive information, because what they're doing is once again, they're taking your choices away from you. They're presenting you some type of information that is false. All right, you guys, it is not real. It is fantasy, la la land bullshit that they want you to really believe, okay, and really contribute to it, to be invested in it. This is the reason why they want to do it. Now, why are they doing this? To me, the only thing I see here is ego, vanity, and pride. Okay, I feel like it strokes their ego. I feel like it makes them feel like they're more than who they are, or makes them feel like they're even alive. Okay, because possibly they feel dead inside. I mean, with a person like this, I wouldn't doubt it. Shit. Listen, you learned a lot of lessons dealing with this person. It's just that simple. Take them lessons, and you know, yeah. See, all this fighting and arguing, somebody shutting that shit down. Somebody like, I don't got, you know what? I'm not fixing to argue. I'm not fixing to have any type of engagement with you. Period. This person wants to bring conflict and friction just because you found the truth out about them. Yeah, this person is a loser. Okay, they a liar and a loser who will be getting divinely dealt with. It's just that simple. Right, jumping out here, they're a fool. Okay, it's just that simple. Always starting new beginnings, pretending to be whoever the hell, you know what I'm saying, just to laugh and smile in folks' face. It doesn't even matter. They don't have no set personality, y'all. Okay, they morph. Okay, they shape shift into whatever the hell to be around faking other faking phony people, to be honest with you. Yeah, they all sit around telling lies to each other, and this is the reason why this tower is fixing to come crumbling down on them and the rest of the motherfuckers that they deal with. Okay, because bottom line is that you can't sit up here, like I said, pride comes before the fall, and here go the fall. Okay, you guys, this chaos, destruction, upheaval, negativity. Okay, it's just that simple. Right, and they're delusional. They're going to continuously be delusional, and they're, you know, you guys, they've lost their shit dealing with so many different people. This is a whole out here, like real talk. It is. Divine justice is here for them. One of the things that they're definitely going to be regretting is the fact that they don't have you, because somebody has showed up real here. Like I said, they don't think betrayal is a thing because they don't know anything about loyalty. Somebody did show some type of loyalty here, so somebody did, you know, give them that energy so they can mirror. That is the only thing. That's the closest they've come. All right. Aries, Taurus is here. Virgo, Gemini is here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Pisces. This is a snake. Straight snake. Yeah, they want to come back. They want to come back so they can tell you some more lies. So they can try to build some type of foundation. And if you don't let them back, like I said, this person can get volatile. I mean, you know, they can choose violence as well. Friction and conflict. Scorpio. Listen, Taurus is all they're going to be hitting. With the King of Swords, they may have legal problems. Or like I said, that's divine justice. That would be Archangel Michael. That will be dealing with them, okay? So hopefully I was able to put that one piece together for you. If I was, that means I've definitely done my job. I'd appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. Hype your girl. If you guys are feeling generous, listen, if you've made it to the end of this video, it is 40:27. Go ahead, timestamp that down there in the comments. Love you guys. See you soon.